Maybe put that laptop down so you see that belt. Well. Is this episode 12?
Episode 12.
Oh, 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 oh.
Episode 12.
All right, we're just going to need a mic check from the people out there. Make sure we are.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, need some thumbs up and all that good stuff before we start it off. We got anybody watching?
We have a couple people on. I'm just trying to see if they can hear us.
Oh yeah, we good.
You good? All right, I think we are good. Yes.
Alrighty. What's up, good people? And first of all, I would like to say, Mama Sita, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, baby.
It's been 11 years.
Yes.
I love you too.
Oh my gosh. Cheers.
And thank you to all who's watching, all of our million guests out there.
Yes. Let's get this energy up.
Yes.
We gotta get this energy up and out.
We got plans for the night.
Yes. We're going to talk about this wonderful, wonderful union that we've had for the past 11 years married, and a whole lot of other years added to that together. We want to talk about that. We're going to get into Rachel now, what's going on like right now.
Yep.
We want to talk about this awesome dinner we're going to have tonight. Yes, because it's our anniversary.
It's
so we're going to turn up for our anniversary, right? So,
yeah, no other way. Yes. You know what? And we're here. Plus, I don't think we have anywhere else to go.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
So,
at all.
We would rather be right here with you guys.
Yes.
We could have been in Jamaica like we usually are. I guess people tired of hearing that, aren't they?
Yeah, they might be. They definitely might be. But I mean, it's so many reminders. Like, cause for the longest time, we was always in Jamaica for our anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the memories and things that was popping up was Jamaica.
Yeah, made you think of it. Yep.
Yeah.
And shout out to the folks in Jamaica. Hope you're doing good.
Yes.
Hope you're staying safe. Hope to see you soon.
Yes. So it looks like it's a little maybe because I just got on there. But
okay.
Anyway, I wanted to get into Rachel now because there's a lot going on still. I think we have been saying that this is the 12th episode, and when we came on, it was a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
And it's still a lot going on.
Yep.
So the coronavirus numbers are creeping. Well, no, they're not creeping. They're running. They are seriously increasing. And we need to talk about that for a little bit because some of the stuff I'm seeing is just crazy. Like people with the no mask on and, in all these places and, coming in groups. And we saw somebody on the news today, Karen said, I just think it's all just blown out of proportion. That's what Karen said.
I actually seen.
Or was it Connie?
I think I seen a couple Karens and Connies. They were in. It looked like they were in like a public forum where they were really fighting for the right to go without a mask. They were saying we're destroying God's perfect breathing patterns. Um, we are suffocating ourselves. Come on, man.
It's crazy.
Listen, if you see, first of all, okay, so if we say it came from China, we have to look at the people that it came from to learn how to fix it. We're so bold that we don't want to ask for help. They had it, they shut it down. And one of the reasons why they shut it down was masks. Masks are an important part of stopping the virus from getting person to person. And it's that easy. Wear your mask.
I guess I just don't understand what the logic is behind that nonsense. Like, because you're basically saying, I don't want to protect myself. I don't give a damn about y'all. That's first. But I only want to protect myself. And that's crazy. Like, I mean, everybody's heard of it's better safe than sorry. I just I don't understand that part. These numbers is ridiculous. They said that Delaware, we are over 11,000 confirmed cases. We have had 507 deaths. And in the United States, we are at over 2.5 million cases confirmed. Okay, 100 over 127,000 deaths. I mean, if the numbers aren't wreaking enough havoc for you to say, okay, that those are the facts, those are the numbers. Let me put my mask on because I don't know what everybody else is talking about, but the numbers is saying that it's still here.
And if you're in your own bubble and you don't want to see the numbers, you won't see the numbers, or you will say because the leader of the United States is saying you don't have to wear a mask. I actually seen Mike Pence up on stage. He was almost trying to talk like a preacher, and he was doing selective words that made it sound like he was like on a Sunday podium, standing up there, but he was lying. He had to talk, but he was lying to the people. He was saying that we're better now than we were before.
I saw that.
And then he was saying, they asked him.
He said that it's flat, the curve flattened.
Yeah, we flattened the curve. Craziness. He asked about the president and his forums, or where he's inviting a whole bunch of people, and he said it's the First Amendment, and we should be allowed to gather and speak. What?
You know, I think it really just all boils down to they're going to say, and it boils down to the Black Hennessy.
Black Hennessy. This is one of my anniversary presents.
Hennessy. But I think that it all boils down to they do not want to even say anything that is going to have them have to shut this economy back down for us to go back. I mean, the crazy thing is they are willing to risk the lives of the people because they want to keep making this money. Listen, I love money. I like to make money, but I'm not willing to die for no damn money.
Right. That's, I mean,
not.
It's just common sense.
It's common sense.
I would think that they would know that letting it go on is just going to affect the people. I mean, just affect the money negatively later, because right now you're trying to keep the beaches open.
Right.
You're trying to get some more money in the restaurants because they're going back. But if the people get sick again, like they are in Texas, and
those numbers in Texas is ridiculous.
Florida.
And Florida.
If they get sick again, then you're gonna have to shut it down anyway.
So why not wear the damn mask? Why not just wear the mask and we all be good? And Angie's on here talking about, yes, shoulders out. First of all, thank you everybody for all of the happy anniversary wishes, all the love that you guys sent our way today. We thank you so much. Um, this has been an awesome journey and one that is going to definitely be continual. But we're grateful, we're gracious, and our hearts are full with love. So thank you all. And Angie, you know I like my shoulders out, girl. So, and one of the things I want to do later, and I didn't even mention this to you, so I mean, if you want, if I get in trouble later, it's okay. But let's open up for like the people that if they want to ask us some questions or whatever, like let's get that in like right before like we end the segment.
All right.
You good with that?
So if you have a question for the flags on their anniversary, be careful. Just type it in there.
Drop it in the comments.
We'll try to get to that a little later.
Drop it in the comments. I want to get off this coronavirus stuff because it gets depressing, and it's our anniversary.
Yes.
And I don't want to stay on that.
We're not even going to talk any protest stuff today. We're going to talk more. This is more of a love episode.
A love episode.
Yeah. So
like
sometimes, again, we talk about balance. We're not even going to drum up a state where we can get all heavy with the violence stuff. But this is all love today.
All love.
Yeah.
All love. I'm with that. So it is our 11th anniversary.
11th anniversary. That's a lot of days.
It's a lot of days.
Yeah, but it came kind of quick. Somebody today on Facebook was like, "Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?"
Yes, I remember.
And it was at our wedding.
It was because it was June. It was 2 days before our wedding.
Well,
we had just gotten there.
We just got
like
to the island.
A few days before,
yes.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was June 25th, and it was so crazy.
Yep.
That was so crazy.
And everybody knows Michael Jackson is like my number one dude.
Oh my gosh, you were a wreck. I was like, he gonna have to get his shit together in 2 days.
Yeah, my cousins was calling me like, "Yo, you still gonna get married?" I was like, "What?
You are." This is your chance.
Yeah, nah, brother, I'm good. I'm good, sis. I'm good.
Yes, you are. You are definitely good. I will see to that.
11 years later, and we are.
Yes.
Sitting right here.
And we are sitting right here. And I mean, we don't never try to be as transparent as we can be. But every day hasn't been a great day. There's been a lot of lessons, learned. And I'm glad that we were willing to learn. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. But it's just nobody else I would want to take this journey with.
That's right.
I have like the ultimate life and business partner, and I'm just ever so grateful.
And ditto what she said. You couldn't ask for more. Again, we pray for this. So once you start finding just an inkling of a vision of what you want, you got to start praying for it, and it's gonna show up. If you're diligent in your prayers and you're doing everything right, it might not be when you want it to come. It's like the dudes that break rocks. They might have a chisel and they just keep banging, bang, bang, and it don't seem like nothing's happening. And then you're like, I'm good, bang, bang. And then all of a sudden it breaks into perfect pieces. They already knew what was going to happen because they going to keep going. They knew that the end result, those pieces, whether it be crystal or whatever, they can find if they just keep on going. And that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Um,
And we definitely are going to keep on going.
Yep.
Yes.
Our next move, business wise.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I just saw that Ty said she was like that with Whitney Houston.
Oh.
And I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh my goodness.
But
gracious.
baby girl, you don't even understand. Whitney Houston is the only woman that I ever had to worry about. With this man right here. And everybody on here knows that know him. That Whitney Houston, honey, when Whitney Houston passed away, you was traveling to Chicago for work.
I was traveling to Chicago for work.
Well, the crazy thing is, when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, he is about to be tripping. And I'm not there with him. Like, that was like the first thing, like, I'm not there with him. And this shit is about to be crazy. So I call his phone because I'm like, he should have landed by now. And I get his voicemail. So I said, people must have been calling him. He didn't cut his phone off. Then my phone starts blowing up. Listen, these people was calling me like I was the side piece. Okay, like, bitch, is your husband okay? Is Whitney Houston's man all right? We've been trying to call him and he didn't cut his phone off, and we just want to make sure he's good. And I was like your boys was calling me, like everybody, the family. Yeah. I was like, this is crazy. We're not related.
Damn, that day was, oh man.
So Ty, you are not alone. Nah, I'm telling you.
You're not alone with that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Haas is on here. He said, no question. I just wanted to say, what do you say? I'm sorry, my screen went out. Haas. It said, just wanted to say, I love how y'all grew. I missed most of it, but it's refreshing to see it.
Oh, that's
one love.
Right there.
Yes, one love. Haas. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah. But
that Whitney Houston thing was something else.
No.
It was something else. And when you finally did call me, you was like, look, I'm good. I just want to get to the hotel room, but I'm cutting my phone off, okay?
It was like as soon as I turned my phone on, it was like ziz it.
Wow.
And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, sorry. Are you all right? When Houston died. What? When Houston died. I was like, nah. I was like, that was just, and then we had to go do a show.
You had to go to work.
Yeah, so man, that was crazy. But
I think it was good that you had to go to work, because when you're working the shows, you're there like from sun up to sundown. So it was good to keep your mind, occupied. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was good.
Losing like your side piece. Rest in peace,
but
Whitney.
We're here. But
we
love
here. Whitney.
We're here.
Yeah, we made it through that.
We made it through that.
We made it through that too. Want to do it? So listen, guys, we didn't even plan a show tonight because we just wanted to chill and vibe with you guys and just let this thing just kind of flow a little bit. And we want to talk. We want to keep going and keep talking about love and life and what we're doing, because we don't want to be boring. But
I actually said, do you know tonight? That night is our anniversary. We still gonna go live, and she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
We are.
Yeah, and we dedicated. So this is episode 12.
Yep.
Y'all can go check YouTube out.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Like the channel also.
Like it. And tell your friends to like it.
Yeah. So business tips.
And it's called The Rach Life.
Rach Life.
I when I got off of work today, I went to our daughter's house, Alexis, and I have keys. And so when I go in, I'm kind of hesitant because she's gone. She's 27 years old.
Right,
So
right,
I'm
right,
like,
right, right.
hello, yo, it's your mom. Hey. So she wasn't there. So I went in and I'm looking. I'm like, is she about to punk me? Because our kids be pranking us. That's the whole nother thing. We don't get their asses back. But I'm looking like, is she about to jump out from somewhere or whatever? She wasn't there. So I did what a mom would do. I'm gonna go look and see how your shit's going in here. Let me see. How's your bedroom looking?
Wait a minute, hold up.
What?
You went and nosed around our daughter's crib?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Strong too.
Strong. Oh.
So I'm gonna tell you what though. So I went in her bedroom. So first I went in the refrigerator and stuff because I'm like, let me make sure she got food and what she got in here, what she eating, all that. So I did that. So she good. She even had some stuff I like. So we was good with that. Mm-hmm. Then I went in the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. She needed to wash the bathroom rug, but I told her, wash the bathroom rug. Okay. Okay. But it was good. Everything was good. Mm-hmm. She got great shea butter in the bathroom. So I was like, okay, girl, I'll wash the rug for you, Then I went in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. Well, I went in her studio room because she got the studio because she set it up and I haven't seen it since she did it. So I was like, oh, that's what she was telling me about. So I'm like, okay. So I go in the bedroom and I look and I see her night table and she had shea butters. More shea butters. She don't even make the shea butter. So I'm trying to figure out how she getting all these shea butters, number one. But she had her Bible on her nightstand and I looked and I was like, I don't even know if she reading it or not, but I'm just glad it's there. Oh, that's yes. A little influence. And then I went and laid on the couch. Good. So that was all the snooping, that I did. But yeah.
That wasn't bad. That was like quasi.
Yeah. And we had a great talk like this afternoon. It was really good. I told her we need to bring her on because she's definitely maturing like a whole lot, and the conversations are different now. And I like to stay in tune with them and talking to them and see like where they are. And we had a wonderful conversation today about the sermon. It was so good. So yeah, so that was that. So that was a part of like what I just said. I was happy about that.
I'm actually happy that you guys are growing closer as you get older. I'm not saying you guys are close, but
who's older?
She.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty chill. I like that. We talked a long time ago, like when we first started this TV network show.
And it didn't get picked up yet. So if you want to pick it up, holler at me. Holler at my manager.
Who's the manager?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Netflix
I'm so underpaid.
Hulu.
I am so underpaid.
So is the production crew.
Okay.
So is the actors, all that. Yeah, so everybody's underpaid.
Okay.
But
when we first started the show, we was talking about like the branding and like stuff with the salon and the products. And we are still on this journey to rebranding our product line. And it's been a very long journey. I didn't even get to tell you I had told Sin to go in my office into like the cabinet and get the bottle of chocolate out. Mm-hmm. And I believe this bottle of chocolate was from like 2003 or 2004 or something. It was a throwback. And it could have been a little later than that, but it was a throwback. And she was like, oh my God. She's like, this is how y'all sold the chocolate back then. I was like, yep, that was it. So still got it. It didn't stink though. It was cool. It didn't even stink. It was fine.
Put the right preservative in there.
But this journey has been so long and grueling and frustrating at times. And times I wanted to be like, I don't want to do this no more with these products. I'm tired. But I think that we are, on the right path. And that's because we stayed the course.
That's exactly what we did. We stayed the course.
Yes. So now we are at a turning point. Do you want to talk about that a little bit with the products?
Well, again, in that first couple episodes, we talked about the labeling,
Mm-hmm.
um, talked about our strategy, our approach to getting our products on the shelf. We talked about how we were um, supposed to meet with Target this year at a show, which got canceled. So we were, um, oh, did it get canceled? The show got canceled?
This year, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we tried to do was figure out how we can follow all the stuff they told us to do for that next meeting. Once we figured out the meeting got canceled, it was a little heartbreak, but somehow we connected with them and to show them a logo, and they were really excited about it actually. So we had to refine it. So everybody knows I do graphic arts and stuff. So
I don't know if everybody knows
uh,
that.
I do most of our graphics and website and um, so we decided this time, so we can step back, we were going to get a graphic designer to use our inspiration and bring it to reality.
I think she's more like a branding expert.
A branding expert.
Yeah, she doesn't really consider herself to be a graphic designer, although it's a part of what she does. She calls herself the brand whisperer.
The brand whisperer, yes. And it costs. It costs. This is the part where um, when you talk about investing and things of that nature, I would rather invest in us because I'll bet on us. Is honestly, I don't think nobody's going to outwork us. Nobody's going to out hustle us. Um, I'm almost going to guarantee that if we put our money on ourselves, that we're going to be all right. So we did invest in this brand whisperer, and she came up with something nice.
Yeah.
Something nice. You don't have it to show to people, do you?
Not
yet.
That's maybe
next week.
Maybe next week.
That's something you can tune into.
Yeah. So maybe next week we can go ahead and reveal.
Next week
we're going to
reveal our new logo, and that will go on all our products, T-shirts, and then that makes us one step closer to getting this product, these products on the shelves. And pretty much, you guys have been with us every step of the way, and I just want to say thank you. But for those who are starting, just watch us. We're wide open. If you have any questions, call us up, ask us, because I mean, again, we believe we can't get any more if we don't share. So let's do it.
Absolutely. I'm excited about the rebranding. I think it's going to be awesome and taking us to the next step where we want to be with the branding.
Without question. Without question.
Absolutely.
Without question. Yep.
I really don't even, it's so crazy. I'm just so happy and so just full of love right now. Like, I don't even have a lot to say. And that's rare for a sister. That is rare for a sister. But I had gave you a card earlier, and my husband knows that I'm like very big on cards. And he's very big on opening his gifts.
Actually, this card must have slid down because it was I got double carded, and I didn't see this one, but she made sure that she brought it down.
So Angie said your goatee is wavy.
My goatee's wavy.
Yes.
You can see I worked on that, Angie.
And she got that thing down to a science.
And that's that race for him beard oil.
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to read the card? Like, I mean, you want to open it right now?
Because I wanted to make sure
everybody
no money came out of that joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You had said something too. A lot of people well, nobody knows because we don't do it on camera, but we always pray before we get on, you know, on live, just to
Mhm.
make sure that we're lining ourselves up with, you know, God and the Holy Spirit, and to make sure that we can deliver something to touch somebody.
Yep.
So we always go on and do a nice prayer before we get started. And one of the things that you were saying, you had said something about for God to give us the ability to recognize the things that we can change and the things that we can't change. And I think that that is very profound, because a lot of times we are stressing out over things that we can't do nothing about. And, you know, that is, I know Ann says in the salon, she'll call somebody a joy stealer. Like, you a joy stealer, But that is a joy stealer. It steals your joy because you're focusing in on something that is like almost impossible. If we don't have the ability to change something, it's impossible. It's like we can't do anything about it. So we have to focus in on those things that we can change, and just pour into that. And from that, a lot of things can manifest. But we got to recognize where change is needed and how we can do our part.
We that's so important, babe, because um, right now you can choose what to focus in on, but you can't focus in on like two things at the same time. A lot of people think they multitasking and they can focus in on a lot of different things at the same time. But what happens is your brain only can focus in on one thing, and then it stops, and then you can try to focus in on something else, but you stop what you were focusing in on, and then you focus in on something else. You don't just just mend it together like
Right.
a juggler would tell you. The first thing, it's not just all one motion. He has to throw one, find it, catch one, and it's not just all focusing on juggling. It's a systematic approach.
Right.
So you have to learn, like, if I can't focus in, I mean, if I can't this is taking up too much of my energy
And your time
and my
and
time
your
and
mental
my
space.
emotion.
Yes, it is. And then I mean, it can really like throw you completely like off your game. You know what I mean? Because focusing in on something that you absolutely can do nothing about can have you to the point where you're about to lose your damn mind. And I know, like right now, there's a lot going on. And I find myself, meditating and saying, you know what? Certain things I just have to put blinders on to, because I can't focus in on that right now. I can't do anything about it. I can't change it.
Right.
It's still going to happen regardless if I ignore it or if I focus in on it. So I've made the choice to say, I'm going to focus in on these things that I know I can give some motion to, that I can give some breath to. And those other things, I gotta just let it go. And it's so hard sometimes to do that. It's so hard because, first of all, that force of nature is crazy because it's just trying to pull you into
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
It's a distraction.
Yep.
So it's just trying to take you off your game, take you off your path, and distract you and get you over here to something that you want to be running around chasing your tail, because you can't do anything about it.
On every journey that we start, it's going to be a lot of obstacles,
Yep.
a lot of distractions,
Yep.
and they're there to pull you off your shit, pull you off your game.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to kind of, if you got a goal and you can see it and you can smell it, no distraction in the world will be able to just to pull you off your trail to your magnet. I mean, to your goal,
No.
because
No.
it's that's just the way it works.
So how do you stay focused like when something like that happens? Because I mean, we get a gazillion distractions, like we really do. And sometimes, I mean, you'll get it on from me, and I'm like, "Arr," like this is I'm telling you what I'm dealing with this distraction and that distraction, and then you have yours that you're dealing with. How do you balance that? Like, how do you deal with that?
It's all about changing your state. For me, I can't really go into preaching to nobody else
No,
about
I want to
changing.
know how you.
So I can I learned from like Tony Robbins and Les Brown and all those guys. State matters. Okay, whatever you're feeling at the time, um, it's you that you. Nobody can really make you feel any way. You have to. Um,
What you mean? People make you feel any way
yeah.
all the time.
But you have what happens if they have triggered some emotion that you've linked to that situation. And you've linked to that situation from people telling you that that situation means this, so you should feel like this. But have you ever linked so much emotion and so much trauma and all this, and you find out that that wasn't even really what happened?
Right.
So
you done got yourself worked up, and
all
then
worked
see
up.
fit, and you like once you get the facts,
Right.
It's like,
oh, but you
I
did
mean it.
But you did it to yourself. So to you, it happened.
You did it to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It happened. So you can actually stop it. So sometimes in an argument or something, when we're in an argument, I just might say something stupid just to stop the argument. You might be like, "What? What did you just say?" And I'm like, I'm just gonna say just so we can just stop it right there.
Done.
Yeah. So because
like, I'm finished.
because like if you break the pattern, because we can go back and forth all night.
We definitely can.
But if it's like if I just throw a pin up in the air and just break the pattern, then it stops, and then we have to restart. Yeah,
wait
what
a minute,
just happened?
flag on the damn play.
Yeah,
what just happened?
Exactly. So it's just little things that you try to do to
bring you back,
to bring you to a state, or break a syntax to get you from going into a state. Okay. I used to be like scared to go on stage and shit for a minute, okay, because I couldn't figure out. I thought I was confident enough to go on stage because I do hair all the time. So when I would go, it would be like boom, and then I would stop because and stop talking on stage. And when you're supposed to be on stage, you're supposed to be delivering and talking
the whole time.
But when I'm in the salon, what I do is I listen. So when I'm doing hair, I had linked up to listening. So I just stop and I just go in my own world and do that guest. Mm-hmm. But on stage, you cannot do that.
Because they're listening. Because now it's reversed.
Exactly.
They're the listeners and you're the talker.
To be the presenter, then I had, because I know what I'm doing. So I have that I'm not scared of that. I'm confident I know what to do, but I had to get myself into a state. So to get myself into a state, I go, it was just one time we was all in the club and it was just all of us. It's all my boys and we was just partying and it was like, boom, guess who stepped in the room to Cal. So what I do before I go on stage, I remember that moment. And every time,
that's your song?
That's my joint. Hey. So every time I'm about to go on stage or something, I'm like, boom, guess who stepped in the room to Cal. And I can feel that energy.
Yes.
And then boom, I can go deliver with some energy, and that kind of stuff can get you out of a thing where you're starting to be depressed. We talked about if you are thinking about shit that you can't change every day, if you focusing on that every day, that's a major way to send yourself into depression because you can't change it. And when you worry, it takes so much energy and so much stamina out of you that your focus isn't for the focus ain't even on right now. It's from shit that just happened and you can't do nothing about it. You need to stop worrying about it.
But do you feel that it's easier said than done? Like I
Oh,
feel that, it's like we don't want to worry about shit. We don't want to, be depressed. We don't want to think about all the stuff that's going on in your head sometimes. But, sometimes it's inevitable. So do you, I mean, what do you do when you just can't stop the rat race? It's
yeah,
like, how do you switch? I always say, change happens the moment you decide to make the change. It happens here first. Before anything comes out from the physical, it has to start right here first. So you make the decision. First of all, you have to say whatever it is the thing is that you want to change. I need to change this. Boom. So that starts that process. And then you make that, you just say, this is it. It starts all right then. And then it goes into the physical from there. But it takes discipline. It
it,
takes a lot of discipline.
we're gonna get into this in another episode, but you gotta start. Not you.
Not
You
you.
have to you have to figure out. You have to start figuring out your needs, okay, and then you got to get leverage on yourself. Um, it's a human thing to run towards pleasure
Mm-hmm.
and run away from pain.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, the leverage on yourself. This is how I kind of get it. If you can make yourself think, know that it's going to be more pain without you changing than it is for
Mm-hmm.
you doing the same shit,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
then you change. You got to get leverage on yourself. And you
Right.
said, how do you do it? How do you do it? I don't feel like putting gas in the car either.
Oh, I hate putting gas
But
in the car.
you have to
You gotta
do
put
it.
gas in the car if
Exactly.
you want to drive.
That's it.
And I want to drive.
It's one of those things where you be like, damn, I don't right now. I feel like turning this up to 1,000 because she just took my parking spot at Costco the other day. And she knew I had pulled around the, yeah. but
What'd you do?
you,
How'd you handle it?
you can just go around and you can get another parking spot and you can see her
Oh
because
gosh.
you moved closer because God gave you a parking spot that was closer.
I think that's called favorite. That's another show.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And you look at her dead in the eye because you got your mask on.
Because people don't like favor.
And you say, have a nice day, sweetie.
God bless.
Yeah, God bless. That's it.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Yep. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
Boom, guess who stepped in the room?
That was good. I like that. Because we all gotta have something that gets our motivation started. Like
Yep.
you gotta have your own theme song. I got a couple of them.
There you go.
Shit.
I'm coming
It
down
depends
down
on
the road.
I'm coming out down the road. My
I know,
mother
I
is
know.
definitely
I know.
one of them.
I
The boss. Woo! I just get excited when I think about Donna Ross. Oh my gosh, that's my mother.
Okay.
Yeah. I love her. But yeah, you gotta have, get yourself some theme songs. You gotta have something, whatever it is that get that positive energy and that motivation going. You gotta figure out what that is and keep it right in your purse, wherever you want to keep it here, wherever you need to keep it here, but you need to have it. You definitely need to have that.
Yeah. If you can, you don't have to be what people tell you.
Ooh.
You don't have to be their reality.
Ooh.
Whatever they tell you, you are. You really don't have to.
And
be
whatever they
that.
telling themselves that you are,
Yeah, exactly.
it doesn't fucking matter.
But whatever you tell yourself you are,
Yes.
you're going to be.
Yes.
Incantations is that what we call it? When they say the same thing
Over and over again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never really kind of believed in that stuff, but before Yeah, before maybe 20 years ago, I didn't believe in that stuff until I met Tony Robbins.
And
And
affirmations,
affirmations, yes, they they work. Um,
they definitely do.
when you say I am and you follow it with something
Yep.
nice, or
Yep.
I am sexy, I am strong, I am the baddest hairstylist around, I am loving, I am kind, I am giving,
I am blessed.
blessed.
I am a blessing. Like just
That's how you can start off your day and make
every single
sure
day.
your start is amazing.
Yep.
Okay. But once you start saying, am I too dumb or am I not
Now you're questioning.
good
Now
enough?
you're
Or
questioning yourself.
your brain
Yeah.
will come up with an answer.
Because it's confusion.
It's confusion.
Yes.
And he's going to try to find the answer. Are you dumb? Yeah, maybe you're dumb because you keep making the wrong ass dumb decisions.
Yep.
But if you start off with I am a king, then maybe you start making king
Queen
decisions. Or if you are a queen, you start making queen decisions. And that actually could put a catalyst and a change in your life. And
I was about to say that can be very life changing.
very life changing.
Very life
So that that is one of those things that can get you started in the morning. You're working out or in the shower or riding to work. Turn off the music and tell yourself who you are, and tell yourself over and over again until you start believing it.
Yep.
And I think that will take you to the next level.
Hey, that's a good word. Believe it and know it.
Yep.
Like believe it and know it. That's a good word right there. I mean, okay, so I know our time is running out. We've been on for a little bit, but I wanted us to just kind of like tell each other some great positive things that we love about each other, we like about each other, or our relationship. And this isn't rehearsed.
Mushy. It's the mushy part, I guess.
You can call it whatever you like. If it's mushy, then mush mush.
My mom was like real strong. Is real strong, and she raised like 3 boys, and then my cousins and all my siblings, and they were all always in the crib. All right, but she was like extra strong. No man necessarily in the house, and she did everything. So for me, I kind of always was looking for a strong ass woman. Now, she never got married. She married my dad, but they weren't married long. But
you can't say she never got married. She married your dad.
Yeah, she married my dad and she married my stepdad.
Right.
So she was a great wife too.
Okay.
So seeing her being a great wife and seeing her being strong on her own, I knew that I was going to need a strong woman. So that is one of the characteristics that I love about you. And I definitely, when we met before we got married, I definitely put you to the test because I needed you to not be able to break. So I knew you was gonna.
So you did that shit.
Yeah. So you had to put pressure on the board to see if it's gonna break, and you didn't break. Diamond. So, and one thing I had to do is I had to thank everybody for being who they are. Like for everybody being who they are, even the good and the bad.
Amen.
So we can sit right here together. Because sometimes you look back and you're like, damn, blah, blah, blah. But if you just look and say, yo, I had to go through that.
I needed that to be.
Yep. Just to be here sitting with my mate. I mean, it's my soulmate. I love your motherhood, and I just love the way you love me. So that's one of those, or 3 of those things that I can probably go on for a little bit longer.
We got time.
We got crabs actually in the.
Oh, we're having crabs. It's our anniversary.
You know what we do on Saturday.
I
night.
want crabs.
All right, so we about to cut this cut this thing short a little bit, but
Wow. I would have to say, that babe, thank you for that. That was great. And it's great to
that was
hear.
freestyle too. I ain't even
Yeah,
have it
look
written
at
down or
that.
nothing.
Look at that. He didn't
No
even know
notes.
what we was going to say tonight. I love how gentle you are with us, your, me, your wife, and your kids. Like I love that about you. Um, yeah, like loving, just giving, gentle, just I love that. I love the fact that we have a phenomenal friendship. I love that. I love just the man that you are, like, period. You stand, you know, a lot you your mind works differently. But you stand, on what you believe. And, you have a lot of great values and you believe in a lot of great principles and morals. And I love that about you too. You're very hardworking, you're persevering, you're God fearing, and you're mine. I love all of it.
Oh, well, thank you, baby.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love your creativity. I mean, again, I can go on and on too. I love the fact that I can dream something or think something and share it with you and say, hey, I want you to do it, and then you like bring it to life for me. Like that's dope. You might not understand, like, a lot of times, like, you don't understand like what I want to do with something, or where you going. If I want you to make something, like, where you gonna put it. You might not see my vision because we're both creatives, but we work differently in our mind space. But you just go, you follow through what I'm asking for, and then it's like, bam. I think we have the both the best of both worlds, and when we collide, it's like a explosion of greatness. So I like that.
Right, that's that rich, like that explosion of greatness.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Better get yourself some.
You better get you some.
Look, we're gonna get on off because I don't see any questions. You see any questions?
No, TY had asked a question earlier about. She said something like, what gift would you want to celebrate your 11th year together?
Man, the gift that I would want to celebrate.
Well, the 11th year symbolizes strength. Yes. When I looked up, like, what types of, they have, like, you can just Google, like, what, years mean in marriage, anniversaries, whatever. And it was like still. And because it represented strength. And I would definitely have to say that by the 11th year, you should definitely be strong. And I know
getting stronger.
And getting stronger. And I had talked to Mom Jeanette today, and she was just a happy anniversary. And I was like, man, thank you, because they were so instrumental in our marriage.
They were.
So instrumental. I think she was like really pushing us together.
Yeah. You didn't hear her side. She was telling me. So.
Right.
Yeah.
She actually thought we was together when we wasn't. Remember, she bought us a gift basket, and I was like, she's like, oh, I got you guys. I'm like, well, shit, where's mine? I don't live with him. And she's like, oh, no, get out of here. Yeah. No, I want my own gift basket. But she has been there from before, the beginning, the middle, and she's still here. And they are actually about to celebrate 49 years of marriage, I think next month. And this is who we have as one of our mentors. And that's why we're still sitting here together today. She's a part of the reason why we're still sitting here today.
That was a big gift.
Yes. So, I mean, there is nothing that I want or need. to say like a gift, but I mean the gift that keeps giving, love.
Yeah.
Just give me that, and I'm good.
And really, what would probably take me over the top is for everything to come in line and make this product jump off so we can take care of everybody and the family, all our loyal staff, and
Yes,
make sure nobody has to really worry about
anything.
anything.
I mean, it's crazy because you know, this is who we are, and that part has been it's been a link in the chain from conception, from when we knew we wanted to do this with the products and we wanted to make it bigger. A huge part of it is so that we can take care of the people that's been there for us.
Yep.
So it's gonna happen. I definitely believe, and I have faith.
All right,
And
so
we have this awesome dinner that's about to go down. Y'all know what we do on Saturdays, anniversary or not.
yeah,
We are having crabs.
crab. But I'm using my new crab steamer, so we might even go live with that.
Okay, because it's gonna be outside, right?
But I might have to take mine.
Don't forget, we also have a photo shoot to do after this live.
Yep.
So we gotta cook crabs and do a photo shoot.
Wow.
But guess what, baby? It's the rich life.
Right.
We gonna do this.
We make it happen.
Yes, and finish celebrating this anniversary.
Well, happy anniversary, baby
Happy
girl.
anniversary, baby.
I
I
love
love
you.
you. And we love you guys. Thank you.